Marketer of the Day, episode 445. Online entrepreneurs, reframe your struggles, stress, and failures of the past to create everything you want in the present. Hey, welcome back. It's Robert Plank. We have no guest today, but we'd love it if you could join us at marketeroftheday.com/445. And on that page, we link over to a LinkedIn post where we have basically the transcript for today's show. Make sure you go there, you click like, leave us a quick comment. We really love it. That is marketeroftheday/445. And we link to the LinkedIn post right there. So here's my question to you today. When was the last time you thought about your first car? Well, mine was a white Oldsmobile, and it was somewhat of a beater car that I hope you can relate to when thinking about your own first car. Now, this car didn't have a door clicker, didn't have power windows, it had air conditioning and a radio. Air conditioning didn't work too great, and I don't even think it had a tape player. But here's why I bring up your first car and my first car. Because back when I drove that car, I hated it. I hated that the top of the rear passenger window was bent up out of shape a little bit and some leaves fell down into it. I hated that the car shook violently when I drove it at 70 miles an hour and it almost came apart on the freeway at 80 miles an hour. As I drove, I'm sure that wherever I was headed, wherever I was coming from, I'm sure I was caught up in the day-to-day stuff. I was stressing out about how much gas was still in the tank. Would I get to my destination on time? Was I driving the correct way? Or was I lost without even knowing it? But looking back, any annoyances, struggles, and difficulties back then are now fond memories today. And here's why I think that is. One, I know now that the little details I was stressed about didn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. And number two, anytime I failed, I was being set up for something better. J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter, says, "It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well have not lived at all, in which case you fail by default." When it comes to your websites and your business, what if this month, what if right now today was the past and not the present? In the same way you might think back to the house you lived in or the car you drove back in 2017, 2007, 1997, 1987, 1977. What if in, say, July 2027, you think back to that WordPress site that you were building back in 2017 or 2018 and how fun that was? When you look back on today's date from the future of maybe 2037 or 2048, will you say, "I'm glad I played it safe and waited"? Or will you say to yourself, "I'm glad I wasted a month agonizing over which WordPress theme to use"? Or "I'm glad I wasted a month on which hosting plan to use"? Or will you think to yourself, "I'm glad I took a risk," meaning you grab whatever hosting plan there was or whatever WordPress theme got the job done and you figure the rest out later? When I think back to past mistakes, I don't blame random accidents or surprises, but I also don't blame the times I failed due to not knowing just the right information. But I do blame myself for those times I didn't take a risk, those times I didn't ask for help, or when I set up something simple and I took like setting up a website and made something simple take too long. Bill Gates says most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and they underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Far too many people wait until it's too late to take any sort of action, and then they wish they'd taken that action 1 to 10 years ago. Right now, this is your chance to set up a real online business instead of just dabbling and having regrets later. Henry Ford says, "Failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently." If you're struggling to get all the pieces in place, then you need our course at incomemachine.com to show you how to find a niche, how to grab a domain name or a .com address, how to set up a website, how to create an opt-in page to get subscribers, how to schedule an email follow-up sequence to keep in touch with those subscribers, how to grab resale rights to an information product, add a download page and membership site, make a quick blog, even if you don't have content, how to then send traffic to that site, to that whole system you created. This might sound like a lot of minutia, but you're really just filling in the blanks of the 3 pieces every online business, especially yours, needs. Number 1, lead capture. Build an email list of prospects and buyers. Number 2, offers. Information products, coaching, affiliate links, etc., where people can pay you money. Number 3, traffic. New people finding you through Facebook ads, retargeting, organic SEO, and affiliates sending traffic. Just those 3 things. Many struggling internet marketers are currently having trouble with being spread too thin. Too many projects, no deadline, no sense of urgency, and no focus, so everything is only half done. Separating the forest from the trees. For example, they think having business cards is just as urgent as creating a web page where people can buy something. And I hope you realize how silly that sounds. Would you like to have a fully functional website or some business cards? You want the website, that's more urgent. That's more important even. The chicken and the egg problem. I can't create a web page without traffic, and then I can't send traffic without a web page. I can't do one without the other. The solution is just to set the web page up and deal with the rest later. If you'd like to claim a proven plan where everything is shown step by step to create that online presence, and you'd like our exact WordPress sites to do it, then here's the most important internet marketing course you'll join this year. It's at incomemachine.com. We'll see you there. It shows you how to get your whole online system in place, all the things we talked about, incomemachine.com. So I want to thank you for listening, and we'll see you over in the comments at marketeroftheday.com/445. I'm Robert Plank. I'm an online business coach and a WordPress expert, and I want to show you how to set up your entire business funnel, including lead capture, offers, and traffic inside our course located at incomemachine.com. Thanks, and we'll see you there.